What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So word is, pound for pound king, undefeated 4-division world champion, 2-division undisputed world champion, first ballot Hall of Famer once he retires, Terence Bud Crawford, who has 41 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout, put a serious hurting on fellow stablemate and sparring partner who is seen to be a major player in Lester Martinez, who is undefeated, 19 wins, no loss, no draw, 16 wins by way of knockout. He's 5'11" with a 72-inch arm reach, 29 years of age. Now, Terence Crawford is 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. Lester Martinez is a guy who is rumored to possibly fight on the Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez next month major showdown. Canelo Alvarez is a 4-division champion, 2-time undisputed super middleweight, first ballot Hall of Famer once he retires, with a record of 63 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins by way of knockout. So it's said that the Guatemala fighter, Lester Martinez, who trains with Brian Bomac McIntyre, well-renowned 2-time trainer of the year and future Hall of Fame trainer, Bomac, as well, that they train and then they sparring together. And that one of the reasons why Lester Martinez had to cancel his upcoming fight is because he suffered a concussion of some sort, right? In sparring with Terence Crawford. Now, obviously, this is all hearsay. We'll never know if this is true or not, right? Because unless you was there, you won't know, okay? But Lester Martinez is a super middleweight, as well as Canelo Alvarez. And Terence Crawford is jumping from 154 to 168. He only had one fight at 154. Now, Lester Martinez rumored to fight Christian Billy, who is 29 wins, no losses, no draw, 24 big wins by way of knockout, as the co-main event to Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, September 13th, Las Vegas, Nevada, at Allegiant Stadium. So the card is supposed to feature Terence Crawford, Canelo main event, Christian Billy versus Lester Martinez co-main, Jared Big Baby Anderson and Jarrell Big Baby Miller as the third fight. And the opening bout is going to be Kalen Walsh versus Fernando Vargas Jr., right? On Netflix, okay? So it said that Terence Crawford, he put a hurting on Christian and Billy, super middleweight, right? On Lester Martinez, in sparring. This is interesting. Again, like I said, are we going to know for sure? No. Right? We'll never know for sure. Unless you was there, you won't know, okay? We'll never know the actual truth of what took place, okay? But again, Terence Crawford is no joke, okay? He's not a joke. This dude is serious, you know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford is a dog, okay? And he's preparing to the best of his abilities to take on Canelo Alvarez, right? And I see a lot of people talk about, the size difference, okay? They talk about how, Terence Crawford is too small, you know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford won't be able to take the power. Terence Crawford will lose speed because he's bulking up in weight, a lot of different things, right? But again, when you have great fighters, right, they know how to adjust. And Canelo Alvarez is 5'7" with a 70-inch arm reach. So Crawford is taller than him, an inch taller, and has a 4-inch arm reach advantage. Again, like I said in the past, okay, it's different when you're talking about if Terence Crawford was fighting the likes of David Benavidez, who was 6'2", with a 76, 75-inch arm reach, that throws a lot of punches. Styles make fights. That's not who Terence Crawford is fighting. He's fighting a guy who's a great, all-time great. He's fighting a guy who, is actually shorter than him, okay? So he's fighting a guy, Styles make fights. We know this, right? Again, I say, like Roy Jones, he chose John Ruiz, okay? Why? Because John Ruiz, stylistically, yes, John Ruiz is bigger than him. John Ruiz is not the great like Canelo is, but John Ruiz is a guy who has, doesn't have the intangibles to compete with Roy Jones' athletic ability, right? And so with that said, like I said, right, Terence Crawford's skill set allows him to, be able to combat that of the size that Canelo Alvarez presents, right? Again, Canelo Alvarez is not the biggest super middleweight in the world. When you look at Canelo Alvarez, okay, when he competes against guys like Caleb Smith, he's small. When you see him compete against guys like Caleb Plant, again, he's small, right? He's not the biggest guy. He's just simply not. He's just not, right? And I think that people don't take that into consideration, right? Styles make fights, and his style will be good against Canelo Alvarez. His ability to move, his ability to use angles, his ability to fight southpaw and orthodox, that's going to give Canelo Alvarez problems because Canelo Alvarez does not, I repeat, Canelo Alvarez does not like to fight movers. Why? Because he has slow feet. That's not his fault, right? That's just the fact that God gave him a set of feet that, he got educated feet. He's high ring IQ, but at the end of the day, it just don't allow him to, to be able to cut the ring off. It just doesn't. It's plain and simple. So with that said, man, I can't wait to see this fight. I can't wait because I've been saying for years, whether people give me my credit or not, that Terence Crawford is going to beat Canelo Alvarez. I've been saying that for years, and I believe it to be the case. That's what I believe. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out, man. But the fight is selling out. Out of 54,000 tickets that's available, 52,000 tickets have sold. So don't let people tell you that the fight is not selling, because it absolutely is selling. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.